Sige, again. So from the veins, class, our veins carry the oxygenated blood and it will enter in the right atrium. So this is where we start. And then there is a valve that divides the right side of our heart. So we have the valve here. Sa pangalan sa valve?
Tricuspid valve.
Okay, the tricuspid valve. Where do I write that? Dito na lang. Tricuspid valve. Okay? So one way ito siya ha. So saan pupunta yung blood dito? Sa right ventricle. Okay? So pababa ha yung pag-push ng blood from the right atrium to the right ventricle. And then, hindi na ko kabalog pa unsan ako siya drawing on. You have here, class, a valve, another valve here. And this is called the pulmonary valve. Okay? Kasi from the right ventricle, the blood will be pushed to the lungs. Okay? So dadaan muna, class, yung blood natin sa lungs. Okay? So again, dyan siya dadaan sa pulmonary valve natin. And what's the purpose why the blood should enter the lungs? Anong purpose natin? For the blood to be oxygenated. Okay, very good. Kasi remember, deoxygenated muna siya nung pumasok siya sa atrium. So again, we need to push the blood to the lungs for it to be oxygenated. Now, from the lungs, babalik siya sa heart, class. And dito siya babalik. Okay, so this is step 3 here. From the lungs, the blood, the oxygenated blood will enter the left atrium. Okay, and then from the left atrium, we have another valve here. What was that again? What was that? We have the mitral valve. Okay, so we have the mitral valve here that separates the left atrium and the left ventricle. So anyway, after the left atrium, blood will be pushed in the left ventricle. And then, meron na naman tayong isang valve dito. Ayan. The last valve that we have, since we only have 4, is the aortic valve. So, from the left ventricle, blood will be pumped to the aorta. So, dyan siya papasok sa aortic valve. And from the aorta, blood will be distributed all over the body. So, our aorta is like the largest blood vessels in our body. Okay? So that's the flow of blood in our heart. From the aorta, syempre, again, i-distribute siya and yung oxygenated blood will be carried by the arteries. Okay? And the oxygen will be distributed all over our body. Do you have questions about the flow of blood in our heart? Naintindihan yon sa video? Okay. So, naintindihan na the chambers as well as the valves. And then aside from that, we have another thing na nakita sa video, yung ating electrical impulse. Remember, our heart beats, class, because of electricity. Ano daw yung natandaan nyo sa video? I hope natandaan nyo yun. Saan manggagaling yung electricity ng heart natin?
Right.
Okay, nandito siya sa right side. We have here, class, ang tinatawag natin na SA node. Meaning ng SA node ay sinoatrial node. Ito yung ating tinatawag, class, na pacemaker of the heart. Okay, pacemaker. Have you heard about that? The pacemaker. Anong alam niyo about our pacemaker? Anyone? Anong alam natin about our pacemaker? Again, if you are asked what's the pacemaker of the heart, it's the sinoatrial node. Diyan ang gagaling yung electricity. Yeah, that's just part of the heart cells wherein manggagaling yung impulse, yung electricity. So dyan magsa-start. Okay? So remember, magbibit lang itong heart natin kapag merong electricity. And they happen in a synchronous manner. Okay? Dadaloy kasi yan from the SA node, magre-release siya ng electricity, pupunta dito, and then we will talk about that sa arrhythmia later, and then madidistribute yung electricity sa lahat ng muscle sa heart. Okay? So synchronous yan sila magte-take place para maayos yung pag-pump ng dugo na itong steps na 1, 2, 3, 4 mafa-follow talaga. Okay? Now, there are people class na merong problem with their pacemaker. So kaya meron kayong naririnig na they have like artificial pacemaker sa loob nila, nilalagyan sila ng parang battery operated or somewhat like that na pacemaker inside. Muna sila matingog sila sa mall kaya na sila like bakal na nagaproduce o nagahatag sila electricity for their heart to pump. Okay? Yung small device, yun yung like artificial na pacemaker, but we do have our own pacemaker in our heart. Okay? Questions?